For the first time in 3 months, Bitcoin's above the 21-day moving average, and the 50-day moving average sits right at about 100K. So basically, the bulls have their work cut out for them. You know, is this pump just a dead cat bounce? We've put in so far a low and a higher low, and in a bigger picture, it's actually, right, the low, and then this is also a higher low, no matter where we are, as long as we don't go below, what was that, like 74, 75K. And there's a lot of ammunition, a lot of fuel. Things are looking kind of bullish, and there's a lot of things we can dump into. They're not looking this bullish, though. This model saying Bitcoin's fair value is $194,000 by the end of the year. Is this realistic? No, I don't think so. I'm bullish, but do I think Bitcoin's price is going to put on about $100,000 in value in the next couple weeks? Hey, maybe. I've been wrong before. I would love to be wrong about this, but I don't think we're going to gain $100,000 in price. What is that, like an extra $2 trillion in market cap or something like that? Maybe. And there actually is some reasons why we could, and I'm going to talk about that in a second. But also, I did want to highlight, I'm going to be in Tokyo in about a week and a half, so if you guys want to follow me on the Instagram, I'm going to put it in the top comments below. I'm going to be posting a lot of stuff from Tokyo. I'm going to be uploading videos in Tokyo, but just probably on my phone because I'm not going to take a computer or anything. But yeah, if you want to watch, if you are spiritually Japanese like myself and you like Tokyo, then follow me on Instagram. It's going to be kind of big. But anyway, available capital, the available Bitcoin is not this big orange one. It's this little tiny black one. Little baby, this baby triangle right here. That's how much is available. And this is the amount of capital. So for this amount of capital, I mean, let's even say let's say the triangle's maybe like this big that eventually gets into Bitcoin. For that to get this little sliver of Bitcoin, the price is going to have to do one thing. It's going to have to go up. We also see this. SEC chair just announced live on Fox that Bitcoin, the crypto market structure bill is about to pass. Trillions, this would be one of those reasons why trillions could flow in, why we could see massive amounts of capital flow into Bitcoin, and why we could see a pretty big pump. Probably a lot sooner than I think people would think is even possible. Now, also, there has been some big things happening. I also want to talk about this. Bitcoin is actually closer to the bottom than the top, according to the Bitcoin Sharp ratio. Interesting, but more so this. $12 trillion manager Charles Schwab says will offer Bitcoin and Ethereum trading in early 2026. Lark says, so they dumped the market, then Schwab and Vanguard and Bank of America all roll out crypto clients the same week. Right? What a happy coincidence. Another word for it is manipulation or insider trading or the big guys make more money, basically, whatever, however you want to call it. Really par for the course. It should not be surprising to anyone to potentially put those two things together. Hey, maybe the market was intentionally dumped big time, like we've seen over the past couple of weeks and even couple of months, because the big boys wanted to get in cheaper. Hey, Senator Cynthia Lummis hints at a potential U.S. Bitcoin buy with Little Franklin, the turtle. Big things coming for Franklin. Yeah, we'll see about that. And a death cross has been confirmed on Bitcoin, and historically it marks the bottom. A death cross, the top comment here says, it's a bearish signal. Not always. A lot of the times when we actually get the death cross, the dumping has already finished. So keep that in mind. And also, Lark says $8 trillion. That's the amount of money sitting in the U.S. money market funds. That's about 4 to 5% interest while investors wait for the next big move. While the Fed is going to be cutting rates, the yields will keep dropping, which means investors will look at other options for better ROI. And with major asset managers opening the door to crypto, even a 1% shift would be about $80 billion into Bitcoin and crypto. What does that translate to? What does it translate to? It means number go up, price go up. This is the balance sheet controlled by the Fed. Imagine if 50% of this money enters the system. It's a lot of dry powder. People will leave this comment in my videos specifically all the time. They'll be like, well, where's the money going to come from? What I just went over, right? And here we are. We're only 3 days into December. And really, this was the very first day. Pretty dumpy, right? But look at the next 2 days. Not only have we erased all the dump that we had, we're actually, right now, $3,000, $4,000, almost $5,000 higher than where we started the month before the dump. After the dump, from about 83 here, we're up about a little over $10,000 right now. But again, more significantly, the biggest thing is that the daily chart, we're above the 21-day for the first time. Well, really, since the end of October, we were only above it for a couple of days before we got rejected. So it'll be interesting to see if we get a rejection here or if we can push up to 100K. And that's the bigger test. If we get up to 100K, or should I say when we get up to 100K, do we just get dumped on? Is that the end of the dead cat bounce? Is that the end of the relief rally and more dumpiness is to come? Or in fact, is it going to be what's considered a switcheroo, a fake out, a mommy makeout as well? It's possible. And that's really pretty much, I think, what everyone should be considering right now. Things aren't just big. I think they're about to get a lot bigger than people realize. And as we talked about the weekly chart for Bitcoin, the MACD is curving over for the first time since the rally we got back in April. This thing really does have some juice to push us over 150, I think, if well, technically on the charts is the only thing that maybe is a little bearish, even though right now on the weekly, these are actually very bullish things. The RSI is so oversold. The MACD is extremely as well in oversold territory. The fundamentals are extremely bullish, right? We already went over, even in just this video of news today, why fundamentally this is the most bullish environment for crypto that it's ever had. The fundamentals for Bitcoin have been only good for the past 2 years. They've only been getting better for the past 2 years, right? Every single thing you could have hoped for fundamentally for Bitcoin in the past 2 years has been happening, but the price just hasn't been going up, really. And now with the end of quantitative tightening, maybe we actually have a shot. Maybe if we did get dumped on these last few weeks, as you see these big red candles, maybe because Schwab and Vanguard wanted to get in, you know, who knows, speculation, but possible. Then maybe this really was just one of the biggest fake outs of all time. And the amount of people that think that Bitcoin is cooked, because what is the major reason? Because the 4-year cycle tells us it's cooked, we should be dumping now. If we end up not getting cooked and we end up just pumping a lot, 150, 160, 70, 180, 190, $200,000 plus per Bitcoin in this new year in 2026, that would be the biggest fake out of all time. That'd be maximum pain. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but I'm just saying if you're looking for like something, what's a really painful scenario where people would just get banged and everyone would think, oh, I just didn't see this one coming. It'd probably be Bitcoin just going on a monster rally in 2026, right? I think so. I think that would be a very big, like, wow, a lot of people didn't think that could happen. Again, I'm not saying it will for sure. I'm saying that psychologically that would destroy a lot of people. And also this market has destroyed a lot of people psychologically already in the past 6+ months. So wouldn't be anything new. But get signed up with Femex or BITUNIX if you want to buy crypto or trade below. And also sign up or just follow me on Instagram. I'm going to post it in the comments, pinned comments. If you guys like Tokyo and like food and fish and cool things, then yeah, follow me there. But yeah, without further ado.